game number 2. Game number 2 of day number 1 on the PWHPA's Dream Gap Tour. Stop number 2 here in Hudson, New Hampshire. And if you're just joining us for the first time today, you missed a great one. Team Steckland knocking off Team Flanagan by a final score of 6-3. And now here, Team Lamoureux will take on Team Knight. The winning team will take on Team Steckland tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. here in the championship game. The team that falls in defeat today will take on Team Flanagan in the consolation game tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm Alex Thomas, happy to have you here with us on this beautiful fall Saturday in New England from Cyclones Arena in Hudson, New Hampshire, as part of the PWHPA Dream Gap Tour. Got a lot of fun here so far this weekend, and we expect this 5 p.m. game to be another terrific contest. Let's meet the two teams. Team Knight is wearing the white uniforms in this hockey game, and here's how they will line up. Number 2, it will be Taylor Willard. Number 5 is Lorraine Rofieu. Laura Stacy wears number 7. Number 9 will be Kim Deschen. Number 11 is Jill Saulnier. Number 12 will be Catherine Dow. Melody Dow will wear number 15. Sarah Laforte wears number 16. Number 17 will be Melanie Desrochers. Genevieve Bannon wears number 18. Vanessa Gagnon will wear number 21. Hillary Knight, one of the team captains, is also wearing number 21. Erin Ambrose wears number 23. Josiane Posabon will wear number 27 in this hockey game. Marie-Philippe Poulin will wear number 29. Genevieve Lacasse is wearing number 31 for Team Knight. Emerant Mashmeyer will wear number 38. And Anne-Sophie Pate will wear number 39. Wearing number 6 for Team Knight is Karel Emard. And Tracy Ann Levine will be wearing number 78. Coaches for Team Knight, Caroline Ouellette is the head coach. Meg Hewings and former NHL assistant Perry Pern will be on the bench today for Team Knight. Team Lamoureux will be in the blue uniforms today, and here is their roster. Number 3 is Sarah Bryant. Carrie Atkinson wears number 4. Rachel Aid wears number 7. Monique Lamoureux Mirando, who scored for Team USA and won an Olympic gold medal in 2018, will wear number 7. Alexa Grusha wears number 11, as well as Sophie Shaver. Savannah Harmon and Kelly Panic will wear number 12. Shannon Hickey, number 13. Lauren Williams, number 14. Megan Myers wears number 15. Myers scored 2 goals for the PWHPA's New England team that lost a scrimmage 3-2 to Boston College back on September the 21st. Margot Lund will wear number 16. Jocelyn Lamoureux Davidson will wear number 17. Megan Greaves wears number 17 as well. Danny Crossman wearing number 18. Blake Bolden wears number 20. Danny Cambronese wearing number 24. Kristen Lewicki wears number 25. Megan Turner will wear number 26 here this afternoon. Alex Cavallini, and with most know as Alex Rigsby, will be wearing number 33. And number 34 is Julia Tatondo. Head coach for Team Lamoureux is Paul Kennedy, and he will be assisted by Alexis Miller. Team Lamoureux will be wearing the blue uniforms with the white letters and numbers. As for Team Knight, they are in the white uniforms with the blue letters and numbers. The fan support here today has been nothing short of amazing. As it was in Toronto, the This building was allowed for that early game between Team Flanagan and Team Steckland, and nobody has left. In fact, people have only left their seats to go over and get autographs and pictures with their idols following the conclusion of that first game, which again, as we told you, Team Steckland won 6-3 to punch their ticket into the championship game. 22 minutes to face off. Here's what we have for you to look forward to. We have the game action here coming up, of course, but we'll also get a chance to catch up with Alyssa Gagliardi, who played for Team Steckland and the former NWHL Boston Pride defender, will join us in the first intermission. And then Bill Flanagan, who was the head coach of Team Flanagan, will join us in the second intermission here this afternoon. Once again, I'm Alex Thomas, happy to have you here. If you're joining us on the PWHPA YouTube page, or you're joining us from the Great White North on CBC Sports, we're happy to have you here this afternoon. It's turned into a beautiful fall Saturday, the first real fall weekend in New England. And it's a perfect time to jumpstart hockey season. That's what we are doing here today on the second Dream Gap Tour stop. We will take a break and then come in and get you set for puck drop. Team Lamoureux, Team Knight, a spot in tomorrow's championship game on the line. You're watching the PWHPA Dream Gap Tour from Hudson, New Hampshire.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second stop of the Dream Gap, the Dunkin Women's Hockey Showcase. This evening's game is proudly brought to you in partnership with Dunkin. Today's game is between Team Light and Team Lamoureux. Cyclones Arena is a smoke-free facility. Please respect your fellow patrons by complying with the city bylaw. Measures to enhance spectator shielding have been implemented at Cyclones Arena. As always, please observe safety awareness. Once entering the spectator area can cause serious injury. Stay alert at all times. If injured, please immediately act. A game day staff for assistance.
from Cyclones Arena in Hudson, New Hampshire. It is the second game on day number 1 of the second stop in the PWHPA Dream Gap Tour. This is going to be a dandy. Team Lamoureux and Team Knight get set to take the ice. The winner will take on Team Steckland here tomorrow in the championship game at 1:30. The losing team will take on Team Flanagan tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in the consolation game. If you're just joining us, as we mentioned in the open, Team Steckland scoring a 6-3 victory over Team Flanagan. Players of the game, no surprise on the Team Steckland side. Haley Scamora, 2 goals, 2 assists. She was the player of the game as she paced the offense for Team Steckland. Nicole Anderson had a goal late in the hockey game for Team Flanagan. She was good all afternoon long. She was named player of the game for Team Flanagan. These two teams take the ice. Team Lamoureux will be in the blue jerseys, whereas Team Knight will be wearing the white. Team Knight enters to the right of our broadcast perch, and Team Lamoureux to our left. As we mentioned, the head coaches, Caroline Ouellet and Perry Pern on the Team Knight side, and it'll be Paul Kennedy and Alexis Miller for Team Lamoureux. Well, they'll start off introducing Team Knight. As Caroline Ouellet is announced as the head coach and the 4-time Canadian gold medalist. Gets a big ovation, and the former NHL assistant and Team Canada head coach Perry Pern gets a big ovation as well. Genevieve Lacoste gets a big ovation. As does Mashmeyer, and this is a Team Canada heavy team. Only 2 goaltenders, and it is Lacoste and Mashmeyer. We expect to see them both here. Joe. Catherine Daou coming out.
Number 17, Melanie Desrochers. Number 23, Erin Ambrose.
Erin Ambrose now announced here.
Number 27, Josiane Wolfson. At forward, number 7, Laura Stacy.
Big ovation for Laura Stacy as she takes center.
Kim Deschênes.
Kim Deschênes.
Number 11, Jill Sommier. Number 15, Melody Dowse.
Big ovation for Melody Daou as she
Number 16,
is announced here. Daou, of course, one of the Team Canada members of that 2018 silver medal winning team.
Number 18, Genevieve Bannon.
Lost to Team USA in that Olympic gold medal game. So a lot of players from that game here. In this game, as Vanessa Gagnon is Gagnon, excuse me, is announced. And a huge ovation for Hillary Knight here at Cyclones Arena. Marie-Philippe Poulin getting one as well. No surprise there, the Boston University star.
Number 76, Carol Emma. And number 78, Tracy Ann Levine.
And Tracy Ann Levine is out of the roster this morning. Is the last one introduced is got a youngster out there on the ice with the PWHPA flag. What a moment for her. And now Team Lamoureux will be introduced here at Cyclones Arena.
Manager and head coach Paul Kennedy. And assistant coach Alexis Miller.
Paul Kennedy assisted today by Alexis Miller. Paul Kennedy, former Worcester Blades coach. 3 goalies on this team. Sarah Bryant wearing number 3. As well as Alex Cavallini. Of course, many know her as Alex Rigsby. And Julia DeTonto is the last goaltender announced for Team Lamoureux. Well, comes the defense. Carrie Atkinson, first one announced here. Rachel Aid, one of the 2 number 7s on this team.
Number 7, Monique Lamoureux.
And a big ovation for Monique Lamoureux Mirando. Takes the ice wearing number 7. Savannah Harmon wearing number 12 this afternoon. Joined by number 14, Lauren Williams, part of this defense group for Team Lamoureux.
Number 20, Blake Bolden.
Healthy round of applause for Blake Bolden, wearing number 20.
At forward, number 11, Alexa Russia.
And Alexa Grushu will come out now, wearing number 11, as the forwards for Team Lamoureux are announced. Big ovation for Kelly Panic, who skates out with the youngster. Shannon Hickey wears number 13 this afternoon. Megan Myers scored the only 2 goals for the New England group, the PWHPA, that scrimmage Boston College. She wears number 15 today. Margot Lund. And a big applause for Jocelyn Lamoureux Davidson.
Number 17, Megan Reeves.
Megan Greaves coming out. She'll wear number 17 tonight.
Number 18, Demi Crossman.
Demi Crossman wears number 18 for this Team Lamoureux squad.
Number 24, Danny Cameronesi.
Danny Cameronese gets a big round of applause. Another one of those Olympians. Kristen Lewicki takes the ice. 2 more here.
Number 26, Megan Turner.
Megan Turner will wear number 26 this evening.
And number 11, Sophia Shaver.
And Sophia Shaver, last one up to the neutral zone. National anthems and puck drop for Game 2. Spot in the championship is on the line. But first, we will bring the Lamoureux up with Hillary Knight for our ceremonial puck drop here before Game 2.
She currently coaches the Bay State Quakers U10 girls team. She is a graduate of Providence College. Please welcome from Marietta, New York, Chris Bailey.
Oh, Jocelyn and Monique Lamoureux will go opposite of Hillary Knight for this ceremonial puck drop at center ice, and that'll get us ready to roll. The Canadian and American national anthems are next, and then it is puck drop on Game 2. Team Lamoureux, Team Knight for a spot in tomorrow's championship game.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise, remove your hats for the playing of the U.S. and Canadian national anthems.
second and final game of day number 1 of the second stop on the PWHPA Dream Gap Tour. We are at Cyclones Arena in Hudson, New Hampshire. Team Knight is in the white uniforms with the dark blue letters and numbers. Team Lamoureux in the dark blue with the white letters and numbers. Team Lamoureux will attack from left to right. Team Knight from right to left here in this first period. Team Stecklin with a 6-3 victory over Team Flanagan in our early game. The winner will play Team Stecklin in the championship tomorrow. The loser will see Team Flanagan in the consolation game on day 2. It has been a great start to the Dream Gap Tour stop here in Houston. Hudson, excuse me, we had yesterday at Women's Hockey Clinic. Opportunity for autographs and pictures, and those opportunities here today as well. There's the autograph area. You already saw Team Stecklin and Team Flanagan. Head over there. Beautiful New England fall weekend in Hudson, New Hampshire. And we are set to get underway between Team Knight and Team Lamoureux. These two teams, very much like the two we saw earlier, are loaded with star power. Caroline Ouellette, a 4-time gold medalist, head coach with Canada national team head coach Perry Pern, a former NHL assistant, runs the famed Perry Pern 3-on-3 tournament in Edmonton. He is here today as an assistant for this stop. A special surprise here today. We weren't aware Coach Pern was going to be here. Oh, we are ready to go. A lot of USA hockey jerseys and hats, and Team Canada jerseys and hats throughout this building here today. And as Jana Heffer told us at the first intermission of our first game, the rivalry is put aside for the greater good between the U.S. and Canada, and this will be a lot of fun here today as Team Lamoureux takes it off the initial draw. Right off the hop, nearly had a trip as Bate was taken down at center ice, and the save will be made by the starting goaltender for Team Knight, Genevieve Lacasse. Face-off won by Team Lamoureux. Big shot from the point, never got through. Kept in at the blue line by Savannah Harmon, who sends the puck in deep. Poulin lost a handle on it. Myers into the corner. Chasing after it is Danny Cameronese. Swiped out into the slot, taken by Melody Daou. Up across center. Myers bumped off the puck, taken by Harmon. Leaves it up ahead for Danny Cameronese. Cameronese around Bate. Collected by Willard. Out of the reach of Bate. Comes back out towards center. Collected by Lund. Shaver. Penalty upcoming as Lafort is tripped up right in front of our broadcast perch, and pretty easy call against Sophia Shaver, who's going to skate right into the penalty box. Just 1 minute into this hockey game, we get a power play. Alex Cavallini. Of course, many hockey fans know her as Alex Rigsby. She's wearing number 33 today. Cavallini, the starting goaltender for Team Lamoureux, is swiped around the wall. Pozzebon keeps it in. Try to swipe it up the wall was Lauren Williams, wearing number 14, unable to do so. Team Knight setting things up here. Rougeau gives it across, far side for Pozzebon. Stacy has to come out. Laura Stacy will circle at center, walks in, big shot off the stick of Blake Bolden, and that is deflected up into the netting. So Laura Stacy with a big shot right off the hop, but Blake Bolden in the shooting lane, and she'll deflect it into the crowd. Happy to have everybody joining us today on the PWHPA YouTube page, and for our friends up north watching on CBC Sports. Ambrose will dish it off. I'm Alex Thomas. Team Knight, Team Lamoureux. Poulin gives it up to the top for Daou. Up across for Ambrose, looks for a shooting lane, has it. That shot whistles wide, rebound side of the goal, out of the reach of Hillary Knight. Comes back up for Ambrose, she'll try to finesse it to Poulin, and does. Daou on the feet from Knight, back to Knight with a shot that's deflected and up into the netting. So they're trying to find that area in the high slot. Hillary Knight and Melody Daou. It's a loaded power play as Poulin will win the face-off. Knight ties it up. Poulin comes away with it. Down to Hillary Knight. Knight for Pate. Looking for a lane. And Sophie Pate played it up to Daou, but it was ended up coming to Ambrose, who had to settle it down to the top of the point. Pass it in the slot. Knight back up top. Ambrose. One-time shot that's knocked down. Back up to the top for Poulin, but it misses her. It'll come all the way back out to center. Good job by Demi Crossman to impede the passing lane. Daou's pass attempt is knocked up into the air by Lamoureux. That's Monique Lamoureux-Mirando who got in the way. That is over Hillary Knight. Got a little air underneath that jump, but Team Lamoureux able to clear it down the length of the ice. 15 seconds left on this power play. 17-14 to go in the opening period. That's off the skate of Vanessa Gagnon. Centered out in front, comes back to Gagnon on her backhand. She swings and misses. Trying to get a quick backhander on net, unable to do so. Comes into the slot, high shot off the shoulder of Cavallini, and that is up into the netting. That was Tracy Ann Levine who let that shot go. 16:57 to go, shots one apiece here in our opening period. Good crowd here at Cyclones Arena in Hudson, site of this Dream Gap Tour stop. Team Lamoureux, Team Knight is taken up ahead by Bannon. Genevieve Bannon shot into the corner. Back up to the point. Power play is over. There's a one-timer that's put wide by Saulnier. So Team Knight starts this hockey game 0 for 1, up a skater. As we said, all the way down the ice, and this will be icing as Taylor Willard will touch it up with 16:23 to go in the opening period. Face-off won by Team Lamoureux. Trying to clear the zone, unable to do so. Excellent job by Hillary Knight to keep the puck in. Knight toes the blue line. No, she is off. Rougeau doesn't touch it. Moves up ahead towards center. Shaver will fire it in deep. Settled down by Lacasse. Actually took that up ahead and a quick pass to Lafort. So Lacasse using some puck handling skills. You don't see goaltenders handle the puck very often, even at any level, really. Poulin moves it up ahead. The only two notable ones that were puck movers, you have to go to the NHL for Marty Turco and Mike Smith. It is really not that often that a goaltender handles the puck, but Lacasse did it perfectly there. Team Lamoureux trying to get some pressure on. It's carried in by Danny Cameronese. Cameronese digs the puck free, down below the line. Cameronese bumped off once more. Good job by Pozzebon to move it up ahead towards center. Taken up by Melody Daou. For Poulin, her shot blocked up into the netting. So there's a number of lethal goal scorers on Team Knight. And we have seen them try to set up Marie-Philippe Poulin, Hillary Knight, and Anne-Sophie Pate a number of times in the slot. We're only about 4:53 into this hockey game, so plenty of time to continue to try and set them up as Kelly Panic will move it up across the blue line and send the puck in deep. Check that is Shannon Hickey, I stand corrected. Up to the point. Lamoureux-Mirando trying to keep it in, unable to do so. That is off the stick of Deschênes and moves up the other way. That's out of the reach of Lamoureux-Mirando, all the way down to the corner where she's bumped by Willard. Lamoureux-Mirando comes away with it. Plays it back up top for Lewicki. Through the feet of Lamoureux-Mirando and all the way down behind the goal for Shannon Hickey. Tried to play it up to the top, unable to do so. Bobbling it is Vanessa Gagnon, and eventually taken up ahead by Gagnon. Danielle gains center. She'll flip it in towards goal. Hopped over the stick of Cavallini. Settle down on the corner. Blake Bolden goes D to D. Harmon, stretch pass is sent in deep by Alexa Grushu. Williams inside of her own blue line, so a lot of chances early in this hockey game, but now it's starting to find a stalemate in the neutral zone. Neither side really able to get anything set up. Just over 6 minutes into this hockey game. Spinning away is Catherine Daou, and she'll flip it up to center. Cavallini will settle it down, kicks it to Williams. I don't think she meant to do that. I think she wanted to leave it at the side of the goal, but actually kicked it out in front. Could have been dangerous if a member of Team Knight was coming in hot. Luckily for her, nobody was in the area code as Team Lamoureux will chip it up to center. That's an errant pass that falls on the Pozzebon stick. Pozzebon's called down, no call. This is moved back out to the blue line. Just one penalty so far in this hockey game. It was against Team Lamoureux. Only 5 power plays in our first game today. Each side had a goal. Team Flanagan was 1 for 3. Team Steckland was 1 for 2. Team Knight is 0 for 1 here in this hockey game, which is just about 7 minutes old. Stacy. Good job by Lafort to muscle her way into the offensive zone. Feeds Stacy, but she tried to kick it to her forehand. Ended up along the near wall instead. 3 blue jerseys surround Sarah Lafort. Puck comes loose, and it's eventually taken away by Margot Lund. She'll chip it up in front of the Team Knight bench. Good job by, I believe that was Lamoureux Davidson. It was to draw that puck free. Lamoureux Mirando sends the puck in deep. Megan Myers, you mentioned she had a pair of goals against Boston College in that scrimmage late in September, and Lamoureux Mirando stands up Bate and now gets into it with Daou. Some pushing and shoving. And a penalty upcoming. Pate was lit up by Lamoureux Mirando, and taking exception to that was Melody Daou. And of course, those are 2 sides of that heated USA-Canada rivalry. And Lamoureux Mirando will no doubt take a penalty for that. It'll be the second power play of the hockey game for Team Knight. So we didn't see much of the physical stuff in the first game. We get a big hit here early in the second game. Not expecting that. And it's a pushing and shoving after the fact you mentioned with Daou and Lamoureux Mirando, something to keep an eye on as Cavallini will hang on to the puck right off the draw. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we will get a profile on Kendall Coyne-Schofield, who scored a goal in that victory for Team Steckland. And then we'll catch up with Team Steckland defender Alyssa Gagliardi. We'll talk to her about the victory earlier today and look ahead to tomorrow's championship game, as well as the experience playing in this Dream Gap Tour and what it means to her. Kelly Panic, meanwhile, shorthanded, will take it into the zone. Half a minute gone by on this power play, the second of the game for Team Knight. Just under 8 minutes gone by here in this opening period. Winner is on the tomorrow's championship game against Team Steckland. Ambrose, there's a collision just inside of the blue line. Puck comes free, and Savannah Harmon will send it down the length of the ice. And there is Lacasse coming out again and finding Bate. That'll allow Team Knight to move it up ahead, but the pass intended for Amard was off the mark. It'll come into the Team Lamoureux zone, turned over. Amard does a good job of getting around Harmon. Back to the point for Rougeau. This is sent down low with 1 minute to go on this power play. Rougeau in the near corner. Bumped by Lamoureux Davidson. Puck comes free. Team Knight continues to hold possession in the offensive zone, but a good job of the penalty killers of Team Lamoureux, not allowing them to set anything up. Rougeau at the point. Dishes it off to the top for Laura Stacy. She's got a big shot. We've seen it once already in this hockey game, but now she'll take it for a lap in the offensive zone. Muscles her way up to the blue line. Pozzebon will send the puck in deep. Looking for a recovery from Amard. Amard trying to work a wraparound, unable to do so. Stacy pinches in. Clearing attempt goes off of her skate. 20 seconds left on the power play. Laura Stacy from an angle, tipped right on. Save made by Cavallini. Rebound comes out into the slot. Rougeau back up top. Stacy, one of the one-timer. Didn't have it. Pass back to Rougeau, was in her skates. Dished off far side. A shot from an angle. Whistles over to the near wall and is taken by Stacy. 5 seconds left on the power play. Puck is sent in deep. Laura Stacy just able to stay in the zone. A couple of the, now all 5 of the power play forwards will change. And this penalty is over. So Team Lamoureux does an excellent job on the penalty kill. They were 2 for 2, down a skater already in this hockey game. But you don't want to give a team like Team Knight, who has so many weapons, that opportunity. Desrochers will send the puck in deep. Melanie Desrochers wearing number 17 with 9:55 to go in our opening period. Team Knight with 2 power play opportunities, including one on a body check from Monique Lamoureux-Mirando. Is that shot going to go high? It'll sit at the side of the goal, and jamming away at it is Deschênes, but unable to jam it home. Cavallini will hang on for a whistle. 9:41 to go in the opening period. Happy to have you here on this Saturday afternoon from Cyclones Arena. Reminder, Alyssa Gagliardi will join us in the first intermission. And then we'll hear from Team Flanagan head coach Bill Flanagan, part of the group hosting this event here today, and get a chance to chat with him. Lafort takes it up across center, finds Hillary Knight in stride. Quickly over for Stacy, trying to get it back to Knight, but an excellent job defensively by Blake Bolden. She got in the lane and did not let that pass across. Rougeau was shot tipped right on by Lafort, but Cavallini is there, and she'll hang on for a whistle. 9:17 to go. Well, the skill of this Knight line as Laura Stacy tried to finesse it over to her, but give a lot of credit to Blake Bolden, who's played a really sound game here in the early going. Myers will carry it up ahead. Her shot is blocked into the corner. And that was off of Posabon. Bate, she's bumped. Team Lamoureux setting things up. They haven't had a lot of zone time. Look out, that shot's tipped. This is wide, but it changed direction right out in front. Daou will gain the blue line. Uses Bate as a screen, and now Daou is into the offensive zone. She'll send the puck in deep. Poulin, the former Boston University Terrier and Team Canada national team product. Perry Pern, very familiar with a lot of these players, as is Caroline Ouellette. He's played with a lot of these players, including in 2014 at the Sochi Olympics. Saulnier with a shot. That's going to bobble around. Is it in? It is! Oh, Cavallini lost sight of it, and it found its way into the goal. I don't know who got last touch. Team Knight doesn't care. They have a 1-0 lead. Comes at 11:41 of this opening period, and Alex Cavallini looked around. She wasn't sure after she made the initial shot. She knew, save rather, on the initial shot. She knew she didn't have the puck, but just couldn't locate it. And Team Knight, never quitting on the play, jams it home for the game's first goal. That's going to bounce just wide on a glorious opportunity out in front. Saulnier gets the goal unassisted for Team Knight, so she gets them on the board, jamming home the rebound. It was actually her shot that Cavallini was bobbling around and couldn't locate. So give a lot of credit to Jill Saulnier for following that shot really until the end and not giving up on the play, and she gets rewarded with the game's first goal. That's a hard-working play for number 11 in white as Cavallini tracks this one perfectly off the stick of Deschênes, and he'll hang on for a whistle. Face-off will be to the right of Alex Cavallini. 7:31 to go in this opening period. I'm Alex Thomas. Second game of day one at the Hudson stop, the Dream Gap Tour. Second stop on this tour. Rougeau shot. That'll go wide. Of course, the first stop on the tour was Toronto. They will be in Chicago in 2 weeks. Just a real great event. That's generated a lot of buzz for the women's game. PWHPA doing an excellent job. And there's been a buzz in this building all day long. Been a great crowd, great energy in here since about noontime. doors didn't even open until 1. People were here early to get a chance to watch this game. Chipped up ahead, and now an opportunity the other way for Deschênes. 2-on-1, Deschênes, wrist shot right on, and Cavallini hangs on for a whistle. Tracy-Ann Levine was coming in on the far side, but Deschênes just elected to take the shot on Cavallini. She had the angle she wanted, but could not beat the talented goaltender with 6:42 remaining now in our opening period. Invite you to stick around there in the intermission as we profile Kendall Coyne-Schofield. Picked up a goal in the earlier game. This is chipped in. I believe this is offside, as Laura Stacey will collect. Lost the puck, and this is going to be whistled dead. Offsides, never tagging up was, I believe that was Megan Greaves, and it was. And because she kept pursuing, the face-off going to come all the way back into the Team Lamoureux zone. So a bit of an unforced error here late in the opening period, 6:27 to go. Greaves will try and get across center. This is sent around Pozzebon. Played up ahead. Lafort for Hillary Knight. Knight gets around Lamoureux. Coming in. Good job by Savannah Harmon as Knight tried to out-muscle her and protect the puck, but Harmon never quit on the play. He was able to separate Hillary Knight. Moved it up across center and dumped in by Shannon Hickey. Team Knight will try and move up quickly as Team Lamoureux makes changes. Hillary Knight gains the blue line. Immediately 2 blue jerseys flock to her with 5:45 to go in this first period. A collision behind the Team Lamoureux net. Rachel Aide spins away from trouble. Now that's chipped up into the netting off the stick of Melody Daou. And we'll get a whistle with 5:37 to go. Team Knight will win the face-off, and Daou will flip it in. What a talented line this is with Melody Daou out there with Marie-Philippe Poulin and Anne-Sophie Bataille, 3 of the most talented scorers in women's hockey, and they will team up in this game, and they hope to team up in the championship game tomorrow. They're off on the right foot with a 1-0 lead here with 5:08 to go in our opening period from Cyclones Arena in Hudson, New Hampshire, as Megan Myers will take this up across center ice. Myers has had some success here in the Dream Gap Tour already, and she'll fire it in deep around the wall. Cameron Easy takes a bump from Willard. Puck comes out in front, a shot blocked, another opportunity, a penalty upcoming it appears. It is, it's going to be a hooking call with 4:50 to go. Shots on goal are 11-6 in favor of Team Knight. And Team Lamoureux is going to go to the power play for the first time in this hockey game, as Amard will sit for 2 or less. So Amard off to the penalty box. And Team Lamoureux, who's already killed off 2 penalties in this hockey game, will get a chance on the power play, and a big hit along the wall and a second hit along the wall. Well, this game has been a little more physical than I think people anticipated. Lamoureux Mirando is forced back by our opposite number 7, Laura Stacey. Just fired around the wall. Intended for Sophia Shaver, who collects it. Shaver will dump the puck in around Catherine Daou. Trying to keep in at the blue line is Savannah Harmon. She does. Finds Shaver. Back out in front, Shaver, no. Harmon will collect, top of the circle. Looks for a shooting lane, doesn't have it. Back up top for Lamoureux Mirando. Monique Lamoureux Mirando dishes it off far side for Shaver, and she's forced back out to center. Good job by Laura Stacey to get in the passing lane. Team Lamoureux will collect as Lamoureux Mirando walks it in. She's hacked that immediately. Good job by Levine, and Hillary Knight will send the puck in deep. Blake Bolden will have to start things behind her own goal with just 48 seconds left on the power play. Bolden turned it over. Bataille, short-handed. She'll spin away in the far corner, try to fire that back up toward the point. nobody was home, but Team Knight is content to kill some time across center as Pozeman will fire it in deep. Panic behind their own goal will start another rush with about half a minute to go on the power play. Kelly Panic with speed, gains the offensive blue line. She'll pull up, see what's available to her. Drop back up to the point. Held by Lauren Williams. Another shot from Bolden. Stopped, rebound. Trying to jam it home. Another chance side of the goal. And a big save by Lacoste. Second chance they score. Megan Myers was on the doorstep. I believe she got the last touch. We are all tied up one apiece. It's a power play goal for Team Lamoureux. Well, Genevieve Lacoste made the initial save, and Megan Myers, who, as we mentioned, had 2 goals in that exhibition against Boston College, is going to get on the board here on the power play. So Team Lamoureux strikes up a skater and ties this game 16:54 into the opening period. But here comes Poulin looking to get it right back. Her shot right on and a save made by Cavallini. Rebound. Cavallini thought she had it. She did not. Another shot partially blocked. Comes into the slot. Team Lamoureux desperate to clear it. And finally they do. Out of the reach of Taylor Willard. Team Knight chips it up ahead. So Danny Cameron-Easy and Blake Bolden will get the assists on that goal on the power play at 16:54 from Megan Myers. Team Knight trying to apply the pressure right back, but Team Lamoureux able to clear. Team Knight has the 14-9 advantage in shots. This has been a pretty wide open first period compared to what we saw between Team Flanagan and Team Stecklin in the first period, where that was more of a feeling out process. Amard's shot is partially blocked and will dribble wide of the goal with just over 2 minutes to go. Spinning away from trouble is Saulnier. Back up top for Rougeau. Save made by Cavallini. Rebound into the slot, collected by Rachel Aid and fired up towards center. But Team Knight forces a turnover and it cuts right back in. Rachel Aid, excellent stick work, separating Genevieve Bannon from the puck. Amard gonna cycle it in deep. Rachel Aid, number 7, one of the 2 number 7s in blue, with an excellent shift here defensively. Backhander through the slot. Cavallini will knock it away into the corner, but Team Knight, with just under 90 seconds to go in the period, continues to pour on the pressure here. Lamoureux Miranda will settle things down. That'll allow both sides to make some changes. Team Knight actually gets 5 fresh skaters out there. Team Lamoureux only got 1 or 2, and it's another turnover as Laura Stacy knocks down the centering pass. Pate to Stacy with a shot that goes wide. Pozeman will play it in defensively, and this will allow Team Lamoureux to change. Pass for Pate, too hot to handle, and will move inside of the Team Lamoureux blue line. Out of the reach of Hickey, chip back out to center. Lamoureux Miranda out of the reach of Stacy in the final minute of the first period. Megan Myers on the power play has us all tied up at 1 apiece. Team Knight has really tilted the ice at 5-on-5 at times in this opening period. Blake Bolden's got an assist in this hockey game. She was forced back at the blue line. Laforte's pass intercepted. Fell right onto the stick of Shannon Hickey. Hickey turned over. Pozeman across center. Pate is going to deflect that right in. Cavallini will come out and settle it for Bolden. Final 25 seconds of this opening period. Blake Bolden plays it up ahead for Greaves. That's turned over. Poulin on the backhand drops it back up top. Desrochers looking for a passing lane, didn't have it. A couple of sticks are tied up, and Blake Bolden just diving to chip that puck over to the wall. She finally did, and now Team Lamoureux with 5 seconds left will move it up ahead. Lewicki turned over at center, trying to beat the clock as Poulin. She'll wind, fire a shot that Cavallini denies, and that'll do it as the horn will sound. Team Knight outshoots Team Lamoureux by a 16-9 margin, and they strike first. Jill Saulnier unassisted at 11:41. She had the initial shot and then followed a rebound. But it did not last. Team Lamoureux on the power play. Megan Myers on the rebound at 16:54, assisted by Danny Cameron-Easy and Blake Bolden. Power plays after 1. Team Knight is 0 for 2. Team Lamoureux is 1 for 1. 20 minutes in the books. We'll take a break by profiling Kendall Coyne Schofield. She had a goal in that first game, and the former Patty Kazmaier winner and 2018 gold medalist one of the key faces of the PWHPA that is here. And then when we return, Alyssa Gagliardi will join us on the first intermission.
Leading up to the All-Star weekend, I didn't really know the conversations that were being had up until 4 hours before, when I got a call that said, you're going to be the first woman to compete in the NHL All-Star Skills Competition. I was so excited because I knew this moment was going to break a lot of barriers, it was going to open a lot of doors, and it was going to change the landscape of women's hockey forever. When I got to the starting line, I do remember feeling the pressure of knowing that I could not fall, I cannot stumble. You have to have a clean run or the narrative changes to "I told you so." The women don't belong. As soon as the whistle blew, I just went and everything was a blur. And 14.346 seconds later, here we are. It was a moment that proved women belong in the sport of ice hockey, and a moment that all of us have worked so hard for. That's the moment you dream about. We were able to showcase ourselves at the NHL level, and so I think it's time that we start to get the respect that we deserve. We're put in the same conversation. We're all hockey players. There's a lot of stereotypes that come with playing a sport that's considered male dominant. I've heard it all. I've been told I'm not big enough, not strong enough. So just to be a visible, living proof that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to, regardless of your size, it is pretty cool, and it just makes me so excited to see all these young girls sending videos to me of them skating and doing their lap, and now they can aspire to compete in the NHL All-Star Skills Competition because that barrier has been broke.
Alongside Alyssa Gagliardi, I'm outside. I told you I was going to botch it at some point. Alyssa, great game earlier today. You guys are in the championship game now tomorrow. What was it like out there? I mean, this is a great atmosphere here today.
Yeah, it's awesome. And, I think a lot of us haven't played in a few months. Really fun, competitive game. So obviously it's good to get that rust off the first couple shifts. But then, it's one of the fastest paced games that we've all played in a long time. So it was awesome.
No, you get a chance to watch the first period here. There's a lot of skill in that first game. There wasn't the near physicality that we saw here. This has been a fun game to watch too.
Yeah, just saying that to somebody where, this game looks a lot more physical than ours started off. So we'll have to know that going into tomorrow. But I think it's awesome to see the competitive drive that every team has.
You take a look at the crowd that was in Toronto, the crowd that's here today, the crowd that's expected tomorrow. With the mission of this Dream Gap Tour, how cool is it to see the reaction that you guys have gotten throughout these stops and really moving forward, as well as a lot of hype for Chicago too?
Yeah, I think, we always say, especially with women's sports, support by coming out to a game, get a ticket, come out, be there. And I think we've seen that in Toronto, we've seen that here, which is so awesome, and we hope to just continue to keep building on that with every city we get to.
One of the big things here, and we talked to Jenna Hefford earlier in this afternoon, what is the mission for you guys coming into this Dream Gap Tour and with the forming of the PWHPA?
I mean, the mission is to really create something that's a sustainable, viable option, to really make a living playing hockey. And we're not talking about millions of dollars. I think that's one of the things that can get lost, is we just want a livable wage to make this a full-time career path for young girls.
Oh, listen, this is off to a great start, this tournament. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck tomorrow in the championship game.
Thanks so much.
We'll take a look at a profile of Brianna Decker.
There wasn't one tipping point that set us off to, fight for women's rights and equal pay. Our contract hadn't changed in over 20 years, and we had the right group of girls in the room that knew we could stand up against USA Hockey and fight for equal pay. Heading into World Championships in 2017, I think that's when we were like, let's take a stand. We're not going to end up going to World Championships unless we get the right and correct support from USA Hockey. And so for us to be able to sacrifice that tournament, put it on the line, was a huge statement from our end. It was awesome to see how much support we had around the U.S., all the youth teams, college teams leading into the tournament. We showed up only a couple days before, and I knew we were going to win the tournament heading in, even without the pre-camp and preparation. I think we just had an unbreakable bond that no one could really stand up against. So at the NHL All-Star game, I ended up doing pretty well, but I didn't understand the hype and everything, or the hashtag #PayDecker until maybe the next day, the next morning, I realized my phone was blowing up pretty good. There was a young fan, a young girl who ended up videotaping it, and that's what made everything blow up and be an exciting moment for women's hockey. I think there's still some work to be done as far as working with USA Hockey and making sure that we're getting everything that we do deserve. And there's still conversations that need to be had, but USA Hockey's done a great job putting their best foot forward right now, and we're excited to continue to work with them. You know, advice to younger girls playing, just be fearless out there. You know, you're gonna have people who are gonna tug away at you and wanna tear you down, but just be fearless and have fun with what you're doing.
Welcome back to Cyclones Arena in Hudson, New Hampshire. I'm Alex Thomas. We are through 20 minutes in game number 2 on the opening day of the Hudson Stop of the Dream Gap Tour. I want to thank Alyssa Gallardi for joining us in the first period and talking to us about her game earlier today and the mission of the PWHPA in this Dream Gap Tour. Best of luck to Alyssa tomorrow and her teammates on Team Steckland in the championship game. Here we have a 1-1 contest between Team Knight, who will be attacking from left to right, and Team Lamoureux, who will go from right to left. The goaltenders will remain the same. Alex Cavallini settles into our broadcast right in the blue uniform of Team Lamoureux, and settling into our broadcast left in the white uniform of Team Knight is Genevieve Lacasse. The goal scoring in the first period, Team Knight got a goal from Jill Saulnier. She let a shot go in the slot, followed the rebound. Alex Cavallini never really knew where the puck was. She knew she didn't have it, but just couldn't find it. And Saulnier was able to jam it home for her first of the game at 11:41. And then on the power play, Megan Myers, a rebound of her own for Team Lamoureux on a shot from Danny Cameronese. Blake Bolden picked up a helper as well at 16:54. Shots on goal 16-9 in favor of Team Knight. Team Knight was 0 for 2 on the power play. Team Lamoureux 1 for 1. We are underway in the second period between Team Knight and Team Lamoureux. I'm Alex Thomas, happy to have you on the PWHPA YouTube page as well as CBC Sports up in Canada, as Myers lets a shot go that is hung on to by Lacasse, and she'll hang on for a whistle. Don't forget, the consolation game is tomorrow at 11 a.m. It'll be Team Flanagan, who fell 6-3 earlier today, taking on the loser of this game. Meanwhile, the winner of this game will take on Team Steckland tomorrow at 1:30 here from Cyclones Arena in Hudson. I'm Alex Thomas, happy to have you alongside. And if you missed any of the action this weekend, be sure to check out the womenshockeytribune.com. One of the sponsors for this weekend's event. The Women's Hockey Tribune will have full recaps of days 1 and 2, and we'll have the sights and sounds for you from these 2 days of hockey here in Hudson. And stick with us throughout the entire hockey season on the Women's Hockey Tribune, where there'll be coverage of the NCAA. The NCAA women's hockey season just really getting underway here last weekend and this weekend, and all the latest on the PWHPA. Hillary Knight will take it up into the offensive zone, looking for Lafort. Pass was intercepted. A really wide open start to this hockey game, but both teams really tightening up there later in this first period. Shot from the wall by Williams is deflected wide. About 1 minute into the middle frame here from Cyclones Arena, with a spot in the championship game up tomorrow. Invite you to stick around in the second intermission as well. Have a profile on Renta Fast, as well as an interview with Bill Flanagan, the head coach of Team Flanagan and the head coach of the USPHL's Northern Cyclones, the NCDC, and one of the key members in setting this weekend up. You get a chance to talk to him about the turnout this weekend, which has been nothing short of sensational, and everybody watching online. This has been such a great event. This is turned over as Bannon's shot is knocked away by Cavallini. Chip back up to the blue line, unable to keep it in. Team Knight has had long, sustained pressures in this hockey game. Willard gets it around Crossman. This comes in down low. There's Willard, steps into a shot save made. Rebound sits in the crease. Another opportunity, they score! Saulnier on the doorsteps got her second of the hockey game. 2-1 Team Knight. Time of the goal, 2:01 in the second period. And right place, right time for Jill Saulnier, who's got her second of the hockey game. She becomes the second multi-goal scorer of the weekend, joining Team Steckland's Haley Scamora. And Team Knight is back on top on their 20th shot of the hockey game. They have been all over the offensive zone here. And now Team Lamoureux, once again down by a goal, has to find a way to respond. Carrie Atkinson chipped into the zone.
Assisted by number 76, Carol, and number 2, Taylor Willard.
The assists on that goal going to Amard and Willard at 2:01 on Saulnier's second of the weekend. Now she has got the inside track now on one of the Dunkin' Donuts Player of the Game awards, which will be awarded on the ice at the conclusion of this game. We'll have that here. Be sure to stick around. Atkinson tried to chip it up the wall. Look out, nearly too many skaters on the ice against Team Knight. Puck comes loose down low, trying to find Potato. The backhand save made by Cavallini, and a second shot was put off the side of the goal. Just over 3 minutes into this second period. Remember, it was a 1-1 game at the end of the first period in our early game as well between Team Flanagan and Team Steckland, and then Team Steckland scored 4 unanswered goals in the second period, and that was the hockey game. Team Knight trying to do the same thing, and they're off to a great start here with Saulnier's second of the contest. Bate didn't really have an angle, and that shot went well wide, never even threatened to test Cavallini. Daou will settle it for Catherine Daou. Panic on her. Bate will send this one in right on goal. Cavallini has seen enough as Lafort was coming in with 16:07 to go. Shots on goal 21-10 in favor of Team Knight. Jill Saulnier with a pair of goals has her team up 2-1. Face-off will be to the left of Cavallini. Harmon. Lamoureux Mirando up towards center. Shaver looking for Lamoureux Davidson, but they can't connect. Lund, Lamoureux Davidson takes a high stick from Lafort, looks around for McCall, not going to get one. 3 penalties called in that first period, 2 against Team Lamoureux, who killed them off, who killed both off, and then they had 1 power play they scored it on. That's their only goal. Team Lamoureux has not been able to generate much at 5-on-5. Lamoureux Davidson tripped up behind the play, looking for a call, but not going to get it. She's been frustrated on this shift. Feels like she could have gotten maybe 2 calls. Stacy will fire this in. Lamoureux Mirando settles it behind her own goal. Just under 5 minutes into this second period. Harmon weaves her way across center and now finds Turner. Bobbled it at the blue line, quickly collected by Team Knight, moved up ahead for Bannon. Here's Genevieve Bannon, wrist shot, put it high, trying to pick the corner on Cavallini, but got a little too much underneath it. Cleared to the line, but not out. Boy, Team Knight has done an excellent job of keeping pressure in the offensive zone. Once they get there, Team Lamoureux has really had a tough time transitioning from defense to offense, and Team Knight, as a result, has 21 shots on goal, and we are just over 25 minutes into this hockey game. Demi Crossman will gain center, and she's quickly forced back. And that's the other thing. When Team Knight is sent out of their offensive zone, they do an exceptional job of bringing everyone back as a 5-player unit. Bannon gains the blue line, shot from an angle right into the breadbasket of Cavallini, and she'll hang on for a whistle. 14:18 to go in the second period. Team Knight regaining the lead on Jill Saulnier's second of the contest. Daou will take it off the draw. A big shot from Rougeau is knocked away by Cavallini. Dechen gains the blue line. Pass into the slot was forced back to the point, but an excellent job by Rougeau to track that puck and keep it in. And again, that's a perfect example of what Team Knight has done when they get into the offensive zone. They hound the puck, and it makes it so much more difficult for Team Lamoureux to clear the zone. Another clearing attempt is foiled by the forecheck of Team Knight, and a chance out in front and a save made up the stick of Bate. It was Cavallini who was in position. Well, she's giving her team a puncher's chance here, but Team Knight continues to just pour on the pressure with 13.5 to go. And here they come again with another wave of it. Erin Ambrose will fire the puck in deep, settled down by Cavallini. Taken by Atkinson, and she's flipped off the puck. Poulin, one of the lethal goal scorers on this Team Night team. She goes to work down low. 2 bodies aside. Now Rachel Aid trying to get in there to make it a 5th, and Team Lamoureux will come away with the puck, but all they can do is flip it out to center. Desrochers up for Rachel Aid. Lost to stick. Megan Myers, the lone goal scorer for Team Lamoureux, will get it in deep. Bit of a forecheck from Team Lamoureux. Now in front, a deflection right on, and a save made by Lacasse. Best chance of the period for Team Lamoureux, but Team Knight will transition it up the ice. Daou gains the blue line, sends it out in front, looking for Poulin, but the pass was off the mark. Myers clears to the line, not out. Desrochers with her shot right on, and Cavallini through traffic, loves it down, and hangs on for a whistle. 12:34 to go. Glorious chance for Team Lamoureux, but the ice has been tilted in favor of Team Knight. Here in the middle frame, they lead it 2-1. Team Lamoureux again unable to clear the zone off of a face-off win, and it's turned over. Could lead to a chance out in front. Hillary Knight puts a backhander wide. And that is not the player that you want to turn the puck over to in a high danger area. Knight strips Lamoureux Davidson, but it falls right to Shaver, who dances into the slot trying to get a shot away, but she overskated the puck, and Laura Stacey will navigate up to safety. Puck comes back out to center. Lamoureux Davidson with it. She'll curl inside of her own blue line, watched by Lafort. Lamoureux Davidson up across center. Wheels her way into the offensive zone, tried to dangle around a defender, but was forced back, and the puck is cleared out to center and into the Team Lamoureux zone. Harmon, deflected by Knight, comes along the near wall. Lamoureux Davidson has 2 white jerseys draped on her. Harmon now to Lund, in stride, hits Shaver. Check that, that's Alexa Grushu who came away with the puck. She's hauled down with 11:35 to go, and we get a whistle with exactly 11:35 left.
NHLPA Battle, Women's Hockey Tribune, and Boys Are On.
So the face-off is going to be the left of the Team Knight goal, tended by Genevieve Lacasse. Last game, both teams changed their goaltenders at the 10-minute mark of the second period. We'll see if that is the case here as well. Bolden drops it back. Daou, her shot knocked down. Cavallini, she's been really good in this hockey game. 24 saves. We're not even halfway through the contest. Daou was able to keep it in. No, she wasn't. That would have been offside. Doesn't matter, as the puck fell right to a defender on Team Lamoureux and is cleared down the ice. Turned over at center. This is slapped back in by Grushu. Settled down by Lacasse. Trying to skate it away from trouble is Rougeau. Played up the wall. Lamoureux Mirando. Turned over at center and moved up ahead. Levine. For Gagnon, turned over. Gagnon does an excellent job of forcing pressure in the slot, nearly forced a turnover. Myers will get to center, gets around to Ambrose, but unable to get to the puck as Genevieve Lacasse will come out and make a play. She's been a big part of why this transition game has looked so easy for Team Knight through about half of this hockey game, because Genevieve Lacasse is not afraid to come out and play the puck. Harmon will move this up ahead for Lamoureux Mirando. Monique Lamoureux Mirando lost the handle on the puck, turned over and taken up the other way by Levine. Levine, who moves it up. Melanie Daou trying to weave her way toward goal. She was forced back. Daou tried to play it to the point, nobody home. Willard will recover at center for Team Knight. Bate. Cameron Easy. Taken by Daou. Gives it across. There's a shot right on Cavallini. No, check that. That was blocked. Lamoureux Mirando getting in the lane, and then she bumps it attacking forward. That was Bate. And Sophie Bate's been really good in this hockey game. Danny Cameronese got to the blue line, then lost the handle on it. Puck hits the glass high along the near wall with 9:35 to go in this second period. Poulin gains the blue line, drops it back. Knight couldn't get a shot away. Backhander Willard. Now Knight on the doorstep, and Cavallini hangs on for a whistle through traffic. Hillary Knight looking to send this crowd into a frenzy with a goal, but Alex Cavallini makes the save with 9:28 to go in this second period. And face-off will be to her right, and it is won by Team Knight, who will try and get something set up here. There is Hillary Knight with a quick snapshot right on, and Cavallini again had to be sharp. She makes the save. Willard out of the reach of Knight, takes a hop off the wall. Here comes Hillary Knight to the backhand. Save made by Cavallini, her finest of the hockey game. Team Lamoureux will try and take it the other way now. Shaver. Pass across, missed the mark. It was intended for Lund. What a save by Alex Cavallini. Maybe the best save of this day, period, as Hillary Knight took a perfectly bounced puck. That's tipped toward goal. Lacoste makes the save, and the rebound is cleared. That was perfectly played off the wall onto the stick of Hillary Knight, but Lacoste able to hold her ground. Atkinson. Shaver. Deep inside of her own zone now. She loses an edge. Really good forecheck here by Team Knight. And Team Lamoureux just looks uncomfortable moving the puck as Cavallini through traffic is going to snare that down and hang on for a whistle. 8:26 to go. Shots on goal 30-13 in favor of Team Knight, who leads this hockey game 2-1. But Alex Cavallini, 28 saves. .8:22 left in the second period. A point shot from Ambrose. Easily snared out of the air for the 29th save of the hockey game for Alex Cavallini. And as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, if you're just joining us, Alex Cavallini, the goaltender wearing number 33 on Team Lamoureux. Many know her as Alex Rigsby. Saulnier's already got a pair in this hockey game, and now makes some pretty moves along the far wall, trying to set things up in the slot. She'll backhand it up to the point for Ambrose, looking for a deflection in front, never did reach goal. Team Lamoureux desperate for a clear, and they are finally going to get it. Hops over a couple of sticks, but comes immediately to Pozobet. Up ahead for Amard. Oh, check that. Levine collects it behind the goal. Tracy Ann Levine spinning away, sends it back. Desrochers. Far point for Willard, looking for a shooting lane, didn't have it. One-timer by Levine is blocked. Comes into the slot off the skate of Cameron Easy and out to safety. Desrochers under some pressure from Cameron Easy. This is fired back in. Cavallini's going to settle it with Deschênes coming down on her. Kim Deschênes wearing number 9 in white. Off the stick of Cameron Easy. Cleared up to the line, not out. Poulin kept it in. Cameron Easy's second chance to get it out. She's bumped by Gagnon. Poulin weaves her way through traffic and now will gain the offensive blue line. Poulin with speed coming in. Poulin to the backhand. Just couldn't finish off the play. Pretty move to even get in to a scoring position. Willard. Desrochers, a shot, they score! An absolute bomb from the far wall. There was traffic in front. I don't know if Cavallini ever saw it. It's 3-1. Time of the goal, 13 minutes and 7 seconds. And Team Knight, who has been pressuring all afternoon long, breaks through for the insurance marker at 13:07 in the second period, and it's a huge shot from the point. I believe it was Melanie Desrochers. Team Lamoureux desperate to get some offense back. And it is the goal for Melanie Desrochers at 13:07. Taylor Willard gets to help her, and she has quietly put together a really nice game here today. That's her second assist. Shots on goal 32-13. And that Desrochers shot was an absolute bomb from the far wall. Lamoureux Mirando to the backhand. That's knocked away by Lacoste. Amard up to center. Now Bannon will bump Atkinson. Amard will pick up the puck for Team Knight. This is fired in deep. Jill Saulnier with a pair of goals in this hockey game, including what would right now be the game winner. But there is still just under 26 minutes of regulation hockey to be played. This game is following a very similar script to our first game, which was tied after one at 1 apiece. In that game, Team Steckland scored 4 in the second period. Team Knight's got a pair, could have a lot more. And a late shot by Lamoureux Davidson will draw the attention of a couple of members of Team Knight. And when we were talking with Alyssa Gallardi, who again we want to thank for joining us. When we were talking to Alyssa in the first intermission, we talked about the speed and the skill that was on display in that first game. And trust us, the speed and skill has been on display here in this second game too. But this has been a lot more chippy, a lot more physical. And there were so many members of Team USA and so many members of Team Canada in this game. And you can see that rivalry peeking through a little bit here. Gagnon shot right on it, a save made by Cavallini. For my money, that is the best rivalry in hockey right now, is the national teams for USA and Canada. Those two women's teams have had some epic battles over the years, and Team Canada, the scales were tipped in their favor for so long, but Team USA has done an excellent job of trying to tip them back. And that gold medal victory in the Winter Olympics in 2018 really helped Team USA, which has become dominant at the World Championships and now has that Olympic gold to go with it. And the next games in Beijing in 2022 should be an excellent battle as well between the United States and Canada. But they aren't the only countries. Finland nearly won the Worlds this past season on their home ice. It took the U.S. overtime to win gold, and there was a little controversy in that game. So obviously the rivalry is great between the U.S. and Canada, and fans of those two countries is Cameron Easy. We'll get back to that in a second. She spins away. Cameron Easy out in front looking for a backdoor feed, but unable to connect with Megan Myers. Would have been Myers' second goal of the afternoon. Poulin trying to drive her way towards the goal. Pass intended for Pate off the stick of Daou, who missed her. This line is a lot of fun to watch. They have that speed and skill, but they think the same. Turnover in front, Poulin into the glove of Cavallini, and she'll hang on for the whistle. Marie-Philippe Poulin nearly makes this a 4-1 hockey game off another turnover from Team Lamoureux inside of their own blue line. Just to wrap that previous point and close the book on what we were talking about before. It's great if you're a fan of the United States and Canada, the winning and all that is. It is great to see other countries like Finland take that next step, as it makes this game even better as Shaver's shot is deflected up and out of play. And in fact, the leading goal scorer at the Olympics was Alina Mueller from Switzerland. Mueller just finished her freshman season with Northeastern University. And the Huskies went to the tournament, winning Hockey East for the second time in as many years last year, and open up as the 4th-ranked team of the country, and beat Union 5-0 in their season opener last night. Harmon's shot takes a weird deflection off of Stacy, and that took a deflection before it even reached the face-off circle, so plenty of time to track that for Genevieve Lacasse. 3:20 to go in the second period. Reminder to stick around. We have a profile on Renta Fast to show you, and then it'll be Bill Flanagan joining me for our intermission interview as Shaver tries to dance over the blue line, lost the handle on it, fired right back in by Team Lamoureux, but it falls onto the stick of Erin Ambrose. Played up ahead for Hillary Knight. Got a big ovation in warm-ups and has had a couple of chances to score a goal in this hockey game, but it is not easy to beat Alex Cavallini. Shots are 34-16 for Team Knight. Cavallini has 31 saves, and we still have 2:45 to go in this second period. Turned over at center, Team Lamoureux moves it up ahead. They still have a chance in this hockey game because of Cavallini's play. It's only a 2-goal game, and there's a ton of talent on Team Lamoureux. Harmon knocked down and taken the other way by Amard. Opportunity the other way. Amard pulls up, waits, trying to dish it over to the side. Pass never reached. Cavallini is able to swat it away. Puck goes into the corner with 2:25 to go, and it's chipped toward the line and then eventually out off of the hands of Jill Saulnier. You see the athletic ability of number 11 in white there. She was able to get some air underneath her to get up and knock that puck down and eventually into the Team Knight bench. Adidas, Dunkin Donuts, the NHLPA, Bauer, BioSteel, Hozier Hockey, the Women's Hockey Tribune, all partners with the PWHPA here today in the Dream Gap Tour. It's their second stop of the tour. The tour kicked off in late September in Toronto. So a big chance here for Team Lamoureux as Carol Amard goes to the penalty box for slashing. They are 1 for 1, goal scored by Megan Myers at 16:54. This is the second stop of the Dream Gap Tour. They'll be in Chicago in 2 weeks. Cavallini will settle things down. Lamoureux Mirando left the puck behind, and she'll skate it up ahead. Kelly Panic into the slot, saved made by Lacoste on a long-range wrist shot. Myers around the wall, finds Danny Cameron Easy. Panic, Cameron Easy. Right back down the Panic, gives it on for Cameron Easy. They set it up along the perimeter. Lamoureux Mirando finds Bolden. Lamoureux Mirando, one on the shot, dishes it off to Cameron Easy. Back up to the point. Lamoureux Mirando looking, waiting. There's Cameron Easy, high slot, shot blocked, chip to the blue line, and it'll just trickle out to center. 50 seconds left on the power play. Cameron Easy, controlled entry for Team Lamoureux. Tries to settle it in center for Panic, but was unable to do so. Myers down low, Cameron Easy, quickly to Panic in the far corner. Final minute of play in this second period. Lamoureux Mirando, high shot, knocked down by Lacoste, bounces around, comes to Cameron Easy. 30 seconds left on this power play for Team Lamoureux. They're 1 for 1, trying to make this a one-goal hockey game, even though Team Knight has really controlled this second period. Wrap around the attempt, knocked down, swing and a miss on the clearing attempt, and it's kept in by Myers, but now on the second chance, it's sent down the length of the ice. That's just about going to do it for the power play. Cavallini trying to move the puck up ahead. Shaver nearly turned it over. 9 seconds left on the power play, half a minute to go in this second period. Poulin forces a turnover, and that's going to kill the penalty. Poulin has Knight with her. Poulin in the backhand, looking for Hillary Knight, and a penalty upcoming with 19.6 seconds to go. So Team Knight gets the kill, and I believe for the third time in this hockey game, they're going to go to a power play. Margot Lund will sit for 2 or less. Have our Rent-A-Fast profile coming up in 19.6 seconds. 0 for 2 in the power play is Team Knight. Both times up a skater came in the first period.
2 minutes for slashing.
Poulin shot, whistled line, glove side on Cavallini with 4 seconds left in the period, so there will be some carryover time as the horn will sound, and that will do it. A dominating second period for Team Knight, which has a 34-19 shot advantage through 2 periods. They lead it 3-1 on goals from Jill Saulnier, her second in the game, coming from Amard and Willard at 2:01. And then the goal from Desrochers on the big shot from the far wall, also assisted by Taylor Willard, that coming at 13:07. But Alex Cavallini, 31 saves through 2 periods, has been terrific in this hockey game. There'll be a little over a minute and a half of power play time for Team Knight when we return. We'll take a break and profile Rent-A-Fast, and then we'll be back in with Bill Flanagan for our second intermission interview.
I was almost born into playing hockey. My dad played, and my 2 older sisters and older brother played at the time. So when I was 4 years old, I started playing in the outdoor rink, actually. It was like -30, and I was just having the time of my life. And so I think that's when I started to fall in love with hockey. Growing up, I played on the guys' team. There weren't many girls playing that I knew of, so that was really my only option. There were a lot of aspects of it that were challenging. There were some teams that would say that I didn't belong in the ice, like, why are you playing guys hockey? And that didn't stop me. I just wanted to get better, and I knew I was talented enough to be there, and I deserved to be playing. I had a lot of support. I had a great team that I was on and great coaching staff, and they all believed in me, and I think it really helped me develop as a hockey player. So if anyone ever went through what I had went through, and I think just use it as motivation and prove them wrong. You know, don't let anyone bring you down, and just be strong and just fight for what you believe in and what you want. I hope that the female game just continues to grow and we get that exposure, and I think that was a really great step in the NHL All-Star weekend for us to be there and just participate. A lot of people are talking about it now and realizing that there is a lot of talent. There's a lot of great women hockey players out there, and I mean, I've had some young girls come up to me and be like, you're my favorite player, and I watch you all the time on TV, and like, that is an amazing feeling to have that women role model for them, and I just hope that it continues to move in the right direction. And you know, it is a women's sport. It's not just a man's sport, and that's just amazing to see.
Joined by Northern Cyclones coach and Team Flanagan coach, Bill Flanagan. Bill, what a great first game that was today. Had a lot of fun on the bench, huh?
Yeah, I did, and I was about to say the head coach of the NCDC team. I thought that's what you were going to say, but no, yeah, so it was very enjoyable. I thought that the girls worked real hard, and I thought we had a really good third period. We made it interesting. Not bad for a group that's basically just getting to know each other's first names, but they played hard, and it was fun to be part of it today.
Been a great second game as well, 3-1 our score after 2. Looking forward to tomorrow. You're playing in the consolation game. Championship game will be after that. How much fun do you expect to have tomorrow with the energy in this building? Because it's been a great turnout.
I think that, you know, it's a testament to how good these women are and the talent that they have and what they deserve, you know, and that's what they're fighting for. And they just prove it here on the ice. It's just the game is just, it's fast, it's energetic. It's skilled, and not only that, they're wonderful people. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think it'll be fun. I think our team doesn't want to go 0-2, so we're looking forward to the challenge again.
You mentioned a testament to women's hockey. We saw the turnout in Toronto. You see the turnout here. You see what's expected. This Dream Gap Tour has really been a success so far, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, just last night started with the skills clinic with the youth girls. That was amazing. You know, and these women are just, they're role models. They deserve everything that they want because they're going to just inspire the next generation of players. And you know what? It's time. It's time, and they're proving it with this tour. Wherever they go, they're going to fill the stands. They're going to have young girls here wanting to get to know them and get their autographs. But the end game, though, is this. As I tell everybody, we talk about a lot of times about return on investment. How can you not invest in these women? I mean, these women are absolutely, no question about it, 100% return on investment. Their talent, their skill, and just who they are is just, it's amazing to be part of it.
I got to ask you, last thing, you know, you talk about role models and breaking barriers and stuff. Well, your daughter became the first coach in USPHL history. She played here earlier today, and now she's breaking the coaching barrier. How exciting is that to have her on your bench, and how important is it for her to be that first women's coach in the league?
Well, I'm not sure how important it was, but it was important for her because she wanted to coach. She wanted to get in. She wanted to. And you know what? It's an amazing accomplishment for her, just because, again, the respect that she garnered right away from my team. They want to learn from her. They want to ask her questions. She's experienced things that they want to hopefully maybe one day experience. But the immediate respect that they gave her proved to me that, you know what, I'm hoping to see more women coach men. And so, yeah, she's breaking a barrier, but she's doing something she loves. She's really good at it. And it was nice to see her score in her home building tonight, too. So,
got a good reaction to that as well.
Yeah.
Maybe the loudest on the goal for Team Flanagan today. The final score is 6-3 in that game. We'll take another break, come back in. Third period action is next.
Visibility is probably the number one thing for growing the women's game. Growing up, I always felt like people didn't take my dream seriously of wanting to play professional women's sports. So being able to be on TV for young girls to watch us and to see us, and they can take away from us role models that it is possible to follow your dreams and to get to a point where you can play sports for a living. When I was about 10 years old, I had the opportunity to attend Becky Keller's female hockey camp. Becky Keller is a 4-time Olympian for the Canadian national team, and that was really my role model. Getting in the community is super important, and that's why I started my own hockey camp in the summer to hopefully inspire girls just like Becky Keller did that for me. In order for them to stay in sport, to continue playing sport, to sign up for sport, they need to have those female role models, and I take a lot of pride in that. There's a lot of talent in female athletes in professional sports, and we need to continue to create a strong fan base, and that starts with the whole sports industry taking part, and that's from media, that's from sponsorship, that's from brands. As soon as we get them all on board, we'll start to increase that fan base, and then female sports is only going to take off from there.
third and final period of this one, the second game on day number 1 of the PWHPA Dream Gap Tour here in Hudson, New Hampshire. I'm Alex Thomas, very happy to have you with us on this beautiful fall Saturday. The goaltenders here will remain the same. Alex Cavallini will settle into our broadcast left for Team Lamoureux, and for Team Knight, it is Genevieve Lacasse. Lacasse has made 18 saves in this hockey game. Cavallini has made 31. It is 3-1 Team Knight. Second period goals by Jill Saulnier, who's got 2 on the night, and Melanie Desrochers have Team Knight on top. First period goals, it was Saulnier's first at 11:41, and then a little under 6 minutes later, it was Megan Myers on the power play. Team Lamoureux is 1 for 2. Team Knight is 0 for 2, but on the power play for the next minute and a half. Team Knight will attack from right to left. Well, attacking from left to right will be Team Lamoureux here in the third period, as this puck is fired down the length of the ice by Monique Lamoureux-Mirando. I'm Alex Thomas. We're really happy to have you here with us as this is tipped up in the netting and out of play, whether you're watching on the PWHPA YouTube page or whether you're watching us on CBC Sports up in Canada. We are really happy to have you here supporting these wonderful athletes. And as you heard, Coach Bill Flanagan of Team Flanagan talking about how successful this weekend has been so far. And this is coming off the great weekend in Toronto as Lamoureux Davidson, shorthanded, lets a shot go that's knocked away by Lacasse. Turned over inside of the blue line, Shaver, but it's immediately back to Stacy. Laura Stacy will take it for a lap in the offensive zone, lost a handle on it through Rougeau and down the ice. Saulnier looking for the hat trick, but she's offside with 52 seconds gone by in the period and 48 to go on the power play. Be sure to stick with us after the game, the Dunkin' Donut player of the game. Those awards will be handed out to the top player on each team. And if you can't be here tomorrow, we invite you to tune back in on the air at 11 with the consolation game, and then at 1:30 the championship game here from Cyclones Arena. And if you miss any of the action, be sure to check out the PWHPA on Twitter and their website. And you can check out the Women's Hockey Tribune as well, which is covering everything PWHPA this winter, as well as the NCAA. A lot of women's college hockey underway. A couple of big games this weekend, too, as that shot is whistled wide. And you can catch everything you want to know on the Women's Hockey Tribune at WIH_Tribune on Twitter. Poulin trying to get the feed back to side of the goal. Kick save by Cavallini. She's had a couple of beautiful stops in this hockey game, and that was another one. Daou shot through traffic. Rebound right on was Hillary Knight. Another chance for Poulin. Third opportunity. Bate is there. Daou's going to knock down Cavallini. And now the pushing and shoving that we saw in the first period. No love lost here with 18:11 to go. That line again with Daou, Poulin, they have been so good in this hockey game. Bate, the other one on that wing. Bate, Poulin, and Daou have been the best line in this hockey game. Desrochers, although none of them have been able to light the lamp so far. Desrochers shot tipped right on Cavallini to save. Trying to clear it away. Another opportunity. Lafort puts it right on, and Cavallini makes another save and gets a well-deserved round of applause from this crowd. Alex Cavallini, known as by many in the hockey world as Alex Rigsby. Lund will try to clear it, unable to do so. Deschênes. Desrochers. Willard, far point, pulls up, fires it down low. 17:35 to go in regulation time. An opportunity in front. That's pushed just wide. That time came off the stick of Genevieve Bannon. This hops over a stick and is cleared out to center. Willard with it now. Shaver, now it's Willard. Back inside of our own zone, DeRoche, who's got the 3-1 goal on an absolute bullet from the far wall late in that second period. It has been all team night, out shooting Team Lamoureux 40-20 so far in this hockey game. And interestingly enough, up a skater, they haven't really done much. 0 for 3 on the power play. It's been 5-on-5 where they've controlled this game. In fact, special teams has been won by Team Lamoureux. They've killed all 3 penalties they've taken, and they've gone 1 for 2 on the power play. Catherine Daou will play it up ahead at center. It's turned over and fired in deep with 16:39 to play. Lamoureux Mirando chipped out to center over the stick of Turner. It'll fall onto the blade of Danny Cameronese. Peels inside of her own blue line, and now she'll rush up ice with some real estate. Cameronese with speed, drops it back. Lamoureux Mirando, her shot partially blocked, gets it right back, and now it's chipped out of the zone by Daou, who muscles her out of the way, trying to find Bate. She did, but Lamoureux Mirando came right back to break up the rush. Ambrose plays it out to center. Bate has Daou going to the goal. Bate with Poulin and Daou. Backhander. Cavallini makes the save, and Lamoureux Mirando will clear out of the danger zone and move it up ahead. Much better transition game for Team Lamoureux here, but they really haven't been able to get any offensive chances here in the third period. This will follow Lauren Williams. Gives it for Bolden. Up ahead for Myers. Centers it, panic, looking. Immediately forced off by Ambrose. The defensive positioning for Team Knight has been really noticeable. They're always in the right spot. This looks like a team that has practiced together, played together. And when we talked to Bill Flanagan, I mean, a lot of these players, some of them are meeting each other for the first time coming into the showcase. It's not like these teams have had a ton of practice together, which can make things like positioning difficult and can lead to wide open games. This has been a relatively structured game. Shaver, shot. Hillary Knight was trying to block it, so it was more of a lob into the corner. Lamoureux Davidson curls out from the slot. Her shot blocked. Rebound! Hopped over the stick. That was Shaver trying to get in there for Team Lamoureux, but a good shift in the offensive zone. Atkinson finds Aid. They'll try again. Rachel Aid with Lamoureux Davidson behind her. Rolled off of her stick. Cleared out to center. Atkinson will turn with it. Look out. Carrie Atkinson nearly stripped off the puck. Has to fight back to recover. She does. Deschênes back to DeRoche, who's got a goal in this game. Just under 5.5 minutes into this third period. 3-1 Team Knight. Gagnon was knocked down in front of the Team Lamoureux bench. Comes back up to the blue line. Taylor Willard is a pair of helpers in this hockey game. She's got it now at the far point. Long shot, tipped right on. Cavallini the save. It goes sky high and it'll fall to the left of the goal. Another backhand attempt by Gagnon right on, and a save is made with 14:17 to go on the 41st shot of the hockey game for Team Knight. Face off to the right of Cavallini. Saunier wanted to get a shot off, but Turner was able to walk in and take it away from her. Lacoste will steer it into the corner. Rushu chasing after it, but it's DeRoche. Plays it up ahead for Saunier. She'll Saunier, pair of goals. She'll tip it in deep. Lamoureux Mirando chasing after it for Team Lamoureux. She's the first one on it. Played up the wall. Danny Crossman. Much like that Demi Crossman. Gains the blue line. Now it's Megan Turner. Flips it around the wall. Daou. Under 14 to go in the period. Cameronese in there. Panic. Wrestles it free. Cameronese side of the goal. And a save made by Lacoste. The rebound comes to Poulin, who will skate it to safety for Team Knight. Saunier gains the blue line. Chips it up for Poulin. It takes a bump from Bolden, who goes crashing into the end wall. But the puck was wrestled free and taken briefly by Team Lamoureux. Cameronese trying to wrestle it free. Daou, now it's Cameronese. Nifty one-hand pass to Myers, right back for Cameronese with speed. Cameronese trying to cut to the net. Save made by Lacoste. Rebound collected by Team Lamoureux, trying to get something going here. Pass for Myers, missed the mark. They've been outshot 41-21, but Cavallini's given them a chance. It's only a 3-1 hockey game. Plenty of time here with 12:52 to go in the game and counting. Cameronese. Nice move to get back to the blue line around Daou, but Catherine Daou knocks it away. Long pass for Panic with Myers. They gain the blue line. Panic drops it. Myers. Excellent job coming back by Laura Stacy. She's been all over the ice in this hockey game, and that time got back to break up a potential rush for Team Lamoureux. Sent back up to center. Rachel Lee. Up ahead for Danny Cameron-Easy. Lost the handle on it. Lafort left it before she could gain the zone. Now Knight. Nice pass to Stacy, but it just hopped over her stick. She couldn't handle it. Aid trying to clear the zone here. But again, that ruthless forecheck by Team Knight forces a dump out to center, and Team Knight immediately gains possession and comes right back in. And it's Hillary Knight. Had the puck poked off of her stick. Lafort in there. Lamoureux Davidson digs it free for Team Lamoureux. Shipped up ahead by Shaver. Amard, who's got an assist in this game, tried to walk it into the slot. Shaver poked it away from her. She's got it now. Shaver up across center. She has Lamoureux Davidson with her. Shaver gains the blue line. Will fire it right on. It's an easy save for Genevieve Lacasse. He'll hang on for a whistle. Her 21st save of the hockey game with 11:37 to go in regulation time. Team Knight, 3-1 hockey game. That score reflective of a close game, and for large stages it has, but Team Knight has carried the pace of play. Once again, be sure to stick around at the conclusion of our game for the Dunkin' Donuts Players of the Game. Nicole Anderson won it for Team Flanagan. Team Steckland's Player of the Game, Haley Scamora, who had 2 goals and 2 helpers. Jill Saulnier, the only other player this weekend that has fouled the back of the net more than once. Megan Myers would love to do the same for Team Lamoureux and make this a 1-goal game, but it's chipped up to center. Savannah Harmon up for Lamoureux Davidson. Up by Desrochers and sent in deep. Saulnier chasing after it. Has a step on Grushu. Shot from an angle, knocked away by Cavallini. Comes up to the point. Willard wants the wrist shot, takes the wrist shot, fouled. Rebound into the slot, and Lund will collect it and move it up ahead for Team Lamoureux. Melody Daou pokes the puck free, and here comes that high-flying line. Poulin, Daou, and Bate. They have been terrific all hockey game. Daou bumped by Harmon. Lamoureux Mirando separates her from the puck. Willard shot through traffic, eventually was blocked by Lamoureux Mirando, and after another lengthy shift, Team Lamoureux finally able to clear it, but Rougeau will come right back in for Team Knight. They've done this a number of times throughout the game. Daou's shot from an angle, hit a body on the way in, and will go up into the netting with 10:25 remaining in regulation time, and a 3-1 lead for Team Knight over Team Lamoureux. You're watching Dream Gap Tour action from Hudson, New Hampshire. Team Knight looking for more here in this third period. Shot off the side of the goal. Took an awkward bounce. That was off the stick of Rougeau. And it took a weird bounce that put it off the side of the net. Cavallini had no idea where it was. Luckily, Team Lamoureux, for their sake, was able to clear it. We're halfway through this third period. Still a 3-1 hockey game. Team Lamoureux looking to make it a 1-goal game here. Williams, shot blocked. Poulin, that's the impressive thing with this line. Yes, they're terrific offensively, and they've created a number of chances tonight, but they are not afraid to get in shooting lanes, and they do it again. Knight puts it through the legs of Bolden, and that was a difficult save for Cavallini. And now Bolden trying to clear it. Turned over. Lafort. Ozabon. Bar point. Shot whistled wide off the stick of Ambrose. And Team Knight going to work again in the offensive zone. Cameron-Easy tried to clear it, left the puck behind, and now that's going to go into the Team Lamoureux bench with 9:18 to go. And Team Knight will keep it in the offensive zone for an O-zone face-off.
The PWHPA wishes to express thanks to our local partners, Cyclones Arena, Women's Hockey Trading, Oza Hockey, and Todd Sporting Goods.
Happy to have you here on this Saturday from Cyclones Arena. If you're just joining us, resetting things here with 9:09 to go in regulation time. 3-1 Team Knight on the strength of 2 goals from Jill Saulnier and an extra marker from Melanie Desrochers. The only goal for Team Lamoureux belongs to Megan Myers to get a whistle with 8:55 to go. The winner of this game will face Team Steckland tomorrow. That'll be at 1:30 in the championship game. Then at 11 a.m. the consolation game, which right now is shaping up to be Team Lamoureux versus Team Flanagan. And if you can't make it here to Cyclones Arena tomorrow, we'll have the coverage for you on the PWHPA's YouTube page. You can find the streaming links on Twitter right before game time at PWHPA. And in Canada, we will also be on cbcsports.ca. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I have another great broadcast team here tomorrow for you. Atkinson, been a pleasure to be here today and bring you this action. Really honored to be a part of this Dream Gap tour and get the chance to call these two games here this afternoon. It's out of the reach of Deschen. Atkinson. 8:16 to go. Another save by Cavallini. She has seen everything tonight, and it's taken special shots to beat her. 42 saves with 8:12 remaining in regulation time. And Team Knight has just, at times, had the puck on a string. And it's not like Team Lamoureux hasn't had chances. They have 22 shots, and some of them of a very good variety, but it's tough to beat Genevieve Lacasse. And a lot of the players on Team Lamoureux know that firsthand. And they are seeing that again here tonight. Shot from an angle down low from Shaver, hit off the side of the goal, and now Catherine Daou will come in trying to find Saulnier. Feed back to Daou, missed her. Lamoureux Davidson will skate it up across center. She has Lamoureux Miranda with her. Lamoureux Davidson, wrist shot, put it wide. You know, and for all the talk we've had about how good Team Knight has looked in this hockey game, it's a 3-1 score. And this game is very much in the balance right now as Turner trying to intercept that dump in from Saulnier, but gets it all the way in deep, and then she'll go for a change. Turned over again inside of the Team Lamoureux blue line. Daou, Pozabem, but it's back out of the neutral zone, so Team Knight's going to have to tag up. Poulin will tip it in. Cavallini's going to come out and find Turner with the puck. Quickly moves a backhander up ahead for Grushu. Alexa Grushu will send the puck in deep. Bumps a Team Knight defender with under 7 minutes to go. Poulin trying to get there in a foot race with Crossman. Poulin does get there and now gets inside positioning. Poulin forced to the outside by Crossman, who doesn't quit on the play and very likely negated a potential scoring chance for Team Knight. And it's that top line. Daou, Poulin whistles a shot wide. Bate chasing after it. 6:33 to go in regulation time. Team Knight up by a pair. Desrochers got the insurance marker on a slap shot from the far wall late in the second period. Jill Saulnier's got a pair, including what right now is the game winner. Knight's pass missed Stacy. She'll peel off the wall, send the puck down low for Willard. Chance out in front, save made by Cavallini. Rebound still sits there, no whistle. Puck is loose. Lafort chasing after it, and now more pushing and shoving as Desrochers is hauled down. And we get a whistle with 6:12 to go in regulation time. There is no room for error here for Team Lamoureux as the face-off's going to come outside the zone. That's a huge save for Alex Cavallini. Danny Cameronese will chip it up to the offensive blue line, but it's immediately turned over, and Hillary Knight will chip it off the wall. Here comes Knight with Lafort going to the goal. Knight to Lafort, and she just missed her. Panic moves it up ahead of the blue line, intercepted by Willard. 5:50 to go, out of the reach of Stacy, comes to Atkinson. She'll hold and chip it off the wall. Hillary Knight will fire it in deep. Rougeau, settle down, Cavallini. Nearly turned over behind the Team Lamoureux net. They got to be careful here. Can't afford to give up another goal if they want a chance to even things up here in the final 5 minutes and 15 seconds. It'll be interesting to see when head coach Paul Kennedy potentially looks to remove Cavallini for the extra attacker. This is going to come back to the Team Lamoureux blue line, where Lamoureux Miranda will play a D-to-D for Kelly Pan. Check that, Savannah Harmon. Lamoureux Davidson will beat out the icing call. Collision down along the far wall, but it does come to Rougeau. Rougeau trying to spin away. She does and is able to move the puck up ahead for Gagnon at center. Lund gains the blue line into the skates of Saulnier. Lamoureux Mirando drops it back, but it's offside with 4:36 to play in regulation time. Shots on goal 46-22 in favor of Team Knight, who's got a 2-goal edge in this hockey game. 3-1 is your score. Reminder to stay tuned after the game. The Dunkin players of the game will be presented on the ice. It's Nicole Anderson and Haley Scamora winning the honors in our first game. Who's it going to be here in the second game? Some great performances so far. Alex Cavallini, certainly the goaltender of Team Lamoureux. Jill Saulnier with a pair for Team Knight. And really take your pick from that line of Daou, Poulin, and Bate. They've been held off the score sheet, but they've been really good in this hockey game, as that's going to come to the aforementioned Daou, who beats Grushu, and then we'll send the puck in deep with 3:55 to go in regulation time. Team Knight trying to hang on and punch their ticket to the championship game tomorrow here at 1:30 on the second stop of the Dream Gap Tour. This is taken up ahead by Turner. She'll gain the blue line and fire it in deep around Desrochers. Daou bumped by Turner. 3:38 to go in the hockey game. Puck comes loose. Opportunity in front for Grushu, but couldn't get a handle on it. Now Poulin will take it up across center. Marie-Philippe Poulin drops it back for Daou, trying to get back for Poulin, but missed her on the send-off. Willard for Desrochers. .316 to go. Stacy sends it out in front. Cavallini makes the save. This is sent to the blue line and eventually down the ice. Will it be icing? No, it is waved off. No, it is not waved off. Thought the near side linesman was waving icing off, and it was overruled by the official on the far side of the ice. So we'll get a stoppage of play with 3:04 to go in regulation time. Reminder, consolation game tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you can't join us here at Cyclones Arena, we'll have you covered on the PWHPA YouTube page and cbcsports.ca in Canada. And for all streaming information, you can visit the PWHPA on Twitter. Very simple handle, at PWHPA. Be sure to follow them for all your PWHPA and Dream Gap Tour news. Of course, we're 2 weeks away from the stop in Chicago, which would be a lot of fun. Panic will take it over the blue line with just over 2.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. Time running out on Team Lamoureux, which got a goal from Myers in the first period on the power play, but have not been able to solve Genevieve Lacoste since that point. Comes up to the blue line. Harmon trying to keep it in, unable to do so with 2:16 and counting to go in regulation time. There was the goal scorer, Myers. She'll gain the blue line, fire a shot right on. Lacoste will kick it to the far wall. Team Lamoureux desperate to get something going here with 2 minutes to go. When will they pull the goaltender for the extra attacker? Panic, long shot, knocked away by Lacoste. Harmon has to get on her horse to keep that play in the offensive zone. Rougeau, 5 bodies, 3 for Team Knight, 2 for Team Lamoureux. Dig away along the far wall, but it's Team Lamoureux that comes away with it with 1:45 to go in regulation time. Cavallini is still in goal as this is sent back out towards center. Lamoureux Davidson flings it up ahead, drop back. Lamoureux Mirando holds it at the blue line. Still 5-on-5, a shot whistles wide. Lamoureux Davidson looking, 90 seconds left. Cavallini still in the goal. Possession collected by Team Knight, spinning away. There's Pazaben trying to find a clearing lane with 80 seconds to go, but they're content to hold things. It's Catherine Daou. 70 seconds to go. Team Lamoureux desperate for one here. Lamoureux Mirando shot, that's blocked and cleared down the ice. Good job getting in the lane. That was Gagnon out here in the final minute. Now it's Lamoureux Mirando who will slap a dump-in attempt over Pazaben. Cavallini is still in goal. This squirts out to the blue line. Lamoureux Mirando shot and hit a couple of bodies. Will go into the corner. Lamoureux Davidson chasing after it. 45 seconds to go in regulation time. 3-1 Team Knight on top. 39 seconds away from a spot in the championship game. Cavallini remains in goal, so it looks like it's going to finish here 5-on-5 unless Team Lamoureux can get one relatively quickly to make it worth the while. Bolden, shot from the wall is blocked with 22 seconds to go. Bate chips it off the wall for Daoud. They'll take it in, 15 seconds. Daoud winds, fires a shot right on. Cavallini will hang on for a whistle with 11.7 seconds to go. And that clearing attempt and that zone entry is likely going to do it. Oh, no goals here in the third period. 9 seconds to go, and Team Knight is going to move on to the championship game, outshooting Team Lamoureux 48-23 and controlling this hockey game. A well-deserved victory for Team Knight. And the Sunday matchups are set. Team Flanagan will take on Team Lamoureux tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. in the consolation game. And then our championship game, Team Stecklen, who won 6-3 in the opener, takes on Team Knight, who wins here by a final score of 3-1. They get a pair of goals from Jill Saulnier at 11:41 of the first period and 2:01 of the second period. And then the insurance marker from Melanie Desrochers at 13:07 of the second period. Megan Myers, the only goal for Team Lamoureux, that came at 16:54 on the power play of the first period. Assists on that goal by Myers belong to Danny Cameronese and Blake Bolden, who each finished with one helper on the game. Taylor Willard led the way in terms of assists for Team Knight. She had a pair, the other assist belonging to Amard. A stellar performance from Alex Cavallini, who made 45 saves in the loss today, 22 saves in the victory for Genevieve Lacasse. Both goaltenders go the distance. All the players will shake hands, and now we will see who is awarded the Dunkin Players of the Game. And then the expectation is that these terrific players will salute these terrific fans that were here today supporting the PWHPA and the Dream Gap Tour, and it was an electric atmosphere from the get-go. Doors didn't open till 1 o'clock, but people were here around noontime. This was a big event here in Hudson. Tomorrow will be terrific as well. Of course, the autograph session was a success after the first game. There'll be another one coming up here about 15 minutes following the conclusion of Team Knight and Team Lamoureux, so we're about 15-20 minutes away from that. But first, we will have the players of the game, and a moment that a couple of young women will never forget as they get the chance to give some of their hockey heroes the Player of the Game prize.
The Dunkin Players of the Game go to Taylor Willard and Megan Myers.
So Taylor Willard is the Player of the Game for Team Knight. She had 2 assists on the afternoon and was really strong in the blue line. And Megan Myers, who had a goal in this hockey game on the power play, she was very strong as well up front for Team Lamoureux. She will receive the honor. So it is Willard for...
And now we'll have our fan of the game presented by Taylor Willard.
Team Knight.
Taylor with the fan of the game.
And Myers for Team Lamoureux. And now Taylor Willard will get a chance to pick the fan of the game and give a game U stick to one of the fans here. And it's a young fan out in front who gets the honor, and he'll take her down for that game U stick. And what a moment for her. And this really is what this is all about. Yes, the hockey is terrific and speaks for itself as both of these teams will come to center ice and raise their sticks to the fans here at Cyclones Arena in Hudson, New Hampshire.
Team Flanagan and Team Lamoureux. That one is at 11 a.m. and the championship game at 1:30 p.m. between Team Stecklen and Team Knight. We look forward
So the championship tomorrow, Team Stecklen and Team Knight at 1:30 p.m. from Hudson's Cyclones Arena. And then tomorrow at 11 a.m., it'll be Team Lamoureux and Team Flanagan. For our entire team that has been working so hard all day long behind the scenes, for everybody here at the PWHPA, I'm Alex Thomas saying so long. The pleasure has been all ours. We will see you back here tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night consolation game. Comes at you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, your final score, Team Night 3, Team Lamoureux 1.
It's all things pumpkin at Dunkin. America runs on Dunkin.